Hi everyone, welcome back our channel Celebrity Buzz. Rob Reiner and wife found dead. The shocking truth behind Hollywood's latest tragedy. Today, we're covering one of the most heartbreaking stories to emerge from Hollywood in recent times. What happened inside a luxury Brentwood mansion has left an entire community in shock and mourning. This is a story about tragedy, family, and the devastating loss of two beloved individuals. Before we dive in, I want to say that this video is meant to inform and honor the lives lost. If you're sensitive to discussions about violence or loss, please take care of yourself while watching. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you stay updated on important stories like this one. For those who may not be familiar, Rob Reiner was a legendary figure in Hollywood. Together, they built a life in Los Angeles, raising their family and contributing to the arts in meaningful ways. And it's through their children's eyes that we beginning to understand the depth of this tragedy. The discovery on a Sunday afternoon, something seemed wrong at the Reiner residence. A massage therapist had arrived for a scheduled appointment, but couldn't gain entry to the home. Concerned, this person reached out to Romy, one of the couple's daughters. When Romy arrived at the $13.5 million mansion, what she discovered would change her life forever. Inside, she found both of her parents deceased. Emergency services were called immediately, but it was already too late. Investigators quickly determined this was not a natural death or an accident. This was something far more sinister. The scene suggested violence, and authorities immediately launched a homicide investigation. What makes this case even more complex and heartbreaking is what happened next. Medical examiner's report and investigation. The Los Angeles County Department of Medical Examiner has now officially released their findings. According to their report, both Rob and Michele Reiner died from multiple sharp force injuries. In simpler terms, they suffered from stab wounds. Both deaths have been classified as homicides, with the location listed as their residence. According to public records, they passed away on the same day they were discovered that Sunday afternoon. Sources close to the investigation have revealed disturbing details about the crime scene. While we won't go into graphic specifics out of respect for the family, it's clear that this was a violent and tragic end to two lives that had touched so many people. But perhaps the most shocking aspect of this case is who was arrested in connection with these deaths. On that same Sunday, authorities arrested 32-year-old Nick Reiner and Michele's own son. He has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his parents. Court proceedings and legal developments. Nick made his first court appearance this past Wednesday. He appeared wearing an anti-suicide vest, which is standard protocol in cases like this, and did not enter a plea. Prosecutors have added special circumstances to the charges, specifically citing multiple murders and the use of a dangerous weapon, in this case, a knife. These special circumstances are significant because, if convicted, Nick could face life in prison without the possibility of parole, or potentially even the death penalty. His defense attorney, Alan Jackson, who is well known in legal circles, requested more time to prepare the case. When the judge asked Nick if he agreed to continue his arraignment, he simply responded, "Yes, Your Honor." His arraignment has been rescheduled for January 7th, and he remains in jail without bail. After the hearing, Jackson spoke to the media, urging people not to rush to judgment. He called this a devastating tragedy for the Reiner family and emphasized that there are very complex and serious issues associated with this case that need to be carefully examined. Jackson's words suggest there may be more to this story than what's currently known, perhaps involving mental health issues, family dynamics, or other factors that will come to light as the case proceeds. Family's heartbreaking response shortly after the court hearing. Rob and Michele's other 2 children, Romy and Jake, released a public statement that is absolutely heartbreaking to read. Read with emotion, they said, quote, "Words cannot even begin to describe the unimaginable pain we are experiencing every moment of the day. The horrific and devastating loss of our parents, Rob and Michele Reiner, is something that no one should ever experience. They weren't just our parents, they were our best friends. Can you imagine?" The layers of grief and trauma here are almost incomprehensible. The siblings went on to thank people for the outpouring of support they received, and asked for privacy and respect during this unimaginably difficult time. They urged people to treat any speculation with compassion and humanity. Perhaps most movingly, Romy and Jake said they want their parents to be remembered for the incredible lives they lived and the love they gave. Despite everything, they're choosing to honor their parents' memory and legacy. What we know and context as more details emerge, we're learning about the circumstances leading up to that tragic Sunday. According to sources, Nick had been living in the guest house on his parents' property. There are reports that he had struggled with addiction and mental health challenges. Interestingly, Rob and Michele had brought Nick with them to a holiday party the night before on Saturday evening. Sources say Rob was concerned about his son and wanted to keep an eye on him. The party was hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien, and reportedly, Nick's behavior that evening made some guests uncomfortable. After the deaths, investigators discovered that Nick had checked into a hotel near Santa Monica Pier around 4 a.m. on Sunday morning, when hotel staff later entered the room. They reportedly found evidence suggesting something terrible had occurred. These details paint a picture of a family in crisis. parents trying to help their struggling son, and a situation that escalated to unthinkable tragedy. Closing thoughts: this case reminds us that tragedy doesn't discriminate. It doesn't matter how much success you've achieved, how much money you have, or how famous you are. Family struggles, mental health challenges, and addiction can affect anyone. As this case moves forward, it's important that we remember there are real people at the center of this, people who are grieving, people who are traumatized, and people whose lives will never be the same. Our thoughts are with Romy, Jake, and the entire Reiner family during this impossibly difficult time. We'll continue to follow this story as it develops and update you with any significant news. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or addiction, please reach out for help. There are resources available, and there's no shame in asking for support. Thank you for watching. Please be kind in the comments, and remember to treat this sensitive topic with the respect it deserves. If you found this video informative, please like and subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.